Nothing drains profits faster than mistakes that seem harmless in the beginning. Every year, countless chicken keepers invest time, money, and effort into their flocks only to end up frustrated by poor egg production, slow growth, disease problems, and unnecessary losses. The surprising part is that most of these setbacks are not caused by bad luck. They happen because people follow practices that simply do not work. Today, we are covering 6 of the biggest mistakes that can quietly sabotage your flock. Avoid these traps, and you will be far ahead of the average chicken keeper. Before we get started, please subscribe to The Profitable Homestead for more practical farming tips that help you raise healthier animals and build a more productive homestead. One thing that does not work in chicken farming is starting too big. Many beginners get excited and immediately buy far more birds than they can comfortably manage. The dream of collecting baskets of eggs or earning income from poultry often leads people to expand before they have gained experience. The problem is that every additional bird increases your workload. More chickens require more feed, more water, more cleaning, more housing space, and more health management. When problems occur, losses multiply quickly. Starting with a small flock gives you the opportunity to learn feeding routines, understand bird behavior, improve housing conditions, and gain confidence. Once you consistently achieve good results, expansion becomes much safer. The most successful poultry operations are usually built step by step, not all at once. Another mistake is feeding chickens low-quality diets. Many people assume that corn alone is enough or that chickens can survive by simply finding food around the yard. While birds may survive under these conditions, survival is not the goal. Productivity is. Chickens require a balanced diet containing energy, protein, vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients. When nutrition is poor, egg production often declines, growth slows, feathers lose condition, and disease resistance weakens. Some flock owners blame genetics or weather when the real problem is inadequate feeding. The same warning applies to extremely cheap feed. Saving a few dollars on poor quality feed can result in much larger losses later through lower production and poorer health. Quality nutrition remains one of the most important investments any poultry keeper can make. A third practice that simply does not work is focusing only on treating diseases instead of preventing them. Many people spend hours learning how to cure poultry illnesses but very little time learning how to stop them from appearing in the first place. Prevention is almost always cheaper, easier, and more effective than treatment. Once disease enters a flock, productivity can drop rapidly. Sick birds eat less, grow more slowly, and often produce fewer eggs. Good prevention starts with clean housing, fresh drinking water, dry bedding, proper ventilation, and strong biosecurity. New birds should be quarantined before joining the flock, and unnecessary contact with outside birds should be minimized. Healthy management practices reduce risk and protect your investment. Preventing disease may not seem exciting, but it is one of the smartest things a poultry farmer can do. Another major mistake is raising chickens without learning the basics. Poultry farming often looks simple from the outside, which leads some people to underestimate how much knowledge is required. They buy birds first and start learning later. Unfortunately, chickens can teach expensive lessons. Every flock owner should understand the fundamentals of nutrition, health management, housing, predator protection, and environmental conditions. Chickens need safe shelters, adequate space, clean water, proper feed, and protection from stress. Without these essentials, production suffers and losses increase. Knowledge is one of the most valuable tools on any farm because it helps you make better decisions before problems occur. The more you learn about your birds, the easier it becomes to manage them successfully and profitably. The fifth thing that does not work is entering a poultry venture with the wrong partner. Partnerships often seem like a perfect solution. One person may have land while another has money. Someone may have labor while another has experience. On paper, everything looks promising. However, disagreements can quickly appear once the operation begins. One partner may want to invest in better feed while another wants to cut costs. One may prioritize disease prevention while another sees it as unnecessary. These differences can create tension, slow decision-making, and damage both the business and the relationship. If a partnership is being considered, responsibilities, expectations, and financial commitments should be clearly defined from the beginning. Many poultry businesses fail because of management conflicts rather than problems with the birds themselves. The final mistake, and perhaps the most dangerous one, is trying to save money in the wrong places. Some flock owners skip important vaccinations, delay repairs, purchase poor quality feed, or ignore preventive health measures because they want to reduce expenses. At first, these choices appear to save money. In reality, they often create much larger costs later. Cheap feed can reduce production. Weak housing can expose birds to predators. Ignoring health concerns can allow disease outbreaks to spread through the flock. Successful chicken farming is not about spending the least amount of money possible. It is about spending money wisely where it creates the greatest return. Smart investments in nutrition, housing, and health almost always pay for themselves over time. Chicken farming can be rewarding when it is managed correctly. By avoiding these 6 common mistakes, you give your flock a better chance of thriving. Start at a manageable scale, provide quality nutrition, focus on prevention, learn the fundamentals, choose business partners carefully, and avoid false savings that create larger problems later. These simple principles can help you raise healthier birds, improve egg production, reduce losses, and build a stronger homestead. If you found this guide helpful, subscribe to the Profitable Homestead, share it with chicken keepers, and continue learning, because the more knowledge you gain, the more successful your flock will become for years to come on any homestead or farm.